Hey friends, it's me, Erin, your friendly neighborhood energy alchemist with today's Schumann Resonance Report for Thursday, November the 20th. Happy new moon, friends. All right, here is our graph. And for most of the day yesterday, we were in integration or a relative calm. This is the same pattern that we've been seeing over the last 3 days. This morning, however, we wake up to some new energy. Here's a little bit closer look. This started at about 4 a.m. Central Time and is continuing at this moment at 7. It is interesting because it's not as organized as usual. See how there's more like these lines instead of like a clump of energy? Sometimes we see this when the energy just starts to ramp up and just starts to get going, and that might be what's happening because as we see here, there's another line of it coming in. Either way, I was wide awake at 4:30 this morning hearing this energy come in. It has a lot of momentum behind it. I don't know that the intensity is real super strong yet. I feel like it's getting more intense, but the momentum behind it, it came in like a speeding train for some reason, right at 4 a.m. Like bam, here I am. It's time to wake up. Here is our Italian graph. We have a little bit of grumbles across the bottom. What's interesting is how large the halo is. You can clearly see the delineation, the line here. This is a big halo for little energy, which tells me that things that don't normally bother you are going to bother you a lot more today. This is the type of energy where little tiny triggers, things that usually you could care less. Kind of like the idea if you go to the grocery store and if there's a line, normally it doesn't bother you, but today there's a line and you just lose your mind because you don't want to stand in line. That kind of energy. So I'm going to encourage you to practice your pause today, to stop and give yourself a chance to respond rather than react, especially with other people. Also, our magnetosphere is a little bit or a lot of bit depleted right now. This intensifies absolutely everything, which may be why those little tiny triggers are feeling so intense today. This is also headache weather. There are a lot of us who are very sensitive to the energy, and when the magnetosphere looks like this, it kind of intensifies the headache. That's that kind of headache that nothing you do gets it to go away. So I apologize, and I hope that's not the case for you, but if you're wondering why you can't get rid of your headache, that's why. The GCP for today is yellow. This is partly cloudy skies. Not a lot happening, a little bit of collective movement, but nothing really pointing to anything. Just remember, of course, this changes all day long. I had a couple comments on one of my videos asking about the earthquake graph. The reason I haven't shown it to you is because it hasn't changed, but here you go. This is it. It still has this weird bar across the top. I have still not been able to figure out what that is, but it seems to have become a permanent part of the graph. So I have to stop looking at it as abnormal. Do you know what I'm saying? It's repeated itself too often, too consistently to be an abnormal finding. Perhaps they changed the way the graph works. I don't know. I can't tell you, but I can't say that this is abnormal anymore. It's been there for way too long. So we have energy coming in from above for the upper chakras, for all the chakras, new incoming energy, full of vibration and frequency. This big white energy tends to make my body super vibrating. My hearing has those weird tones in it. I'm constantly going. My mind is going 100 miles an hour. This is what this big white energy looks like or feels like for me. But we also have that release coming in with a really big halo. So today might be a bit of a mixed bag. I'm just saying, pay attention, give yourself the opportunity to respond rather than react. Stay the hero in your story today. All right, I feel like we have a pretty intense message today. So my guides want us to understand that holding on to the past or believing that you have to stay the way you've been before is a form of control and manipulation to keep you off balance so that you will do what you are told. My guides are asking us to release the need to bring our past into the current present moment and let go of our fear of what change could possibly bring. Because when we do, it literally opens up the world to us and puts us at the start of a new path where we can find the support and that we need to move forward. But again, people telling you that your past dictates your future is a form of control and manipulation to keep you off balance so you'll do what you're told. Release the need to bring your past into the present moment. Release your fear of change and open up to the world that's being offered to you and understand you have all the support you need. You have to allow yourself to receive it. You know, that feeling of not being able to receive love, affection, or help from someone else is a deep wound that a lot of people I deal with carry. And it's not a wound that we often recognize, but it comes from the idea that you thought someone loved you before and then they hurt you. So now you're unwilling to accept love from others because you associate it with a feeling of hurt. The same thing with help. If you've asked for help before and it came with strings, you associate asking for help with conditions or something else. And I understand that. That's completely warranted. But I also understand that not everybody's like that. And you have to trust your instinct. Listen to yourself. And if you need help with anything, please always reach out to somebody. Please, please. Me, anybody. Just reach out. No, you're not alone. It is super cloudy and cold, so we're going to get this day started. Do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders. And just remember, today is a brand new day. It's a great day. And you don't have to bring your past into today. You get to be the person you choose to be, not who people tell you you have to be based on past decisions. Everybody changes. Thankfully, thank goodness, everyone changes. And you can change in the direction you want. Don't let your past tell you that your future can't be better, because that's a lie. Like I'm on the Maury show. That's a lie. It's a great day, friends. It's a great day.